I didn't plan to ruin my parents' anniversary. But when I saw my mother crying in the doorway of the mansion I bought for them, the $425,000 Seaside home meant to be their peace, something inside me cracked. Her hands trembled over the gift box I'd sent a week earlier. My father stood behind her, silent, small, like the waves had stolen his voice. And there, lounging on the white leather sofa, was my sister, Nadia, and her husband, Rafiq. He was barefoot, his shirt unbuttoned, holding a glass of my father's whiskey. When he noticed me standing there, he smirked. "Didn't expect you so soon," he said. Then, turning to my father, he pointed toward the door. "I told you, this is my house. Get out." My sister laughed, a short, cruel sound, until I stepped inside, and silence fell. I remember the last time I trusted them. It was 6 months ago. I'd just sold my tech company, 7 years of my life compressed into a wire transfer. I wanted to give something back to my parents, who had raised us with nothing but integrity and sleepless sacrifice. When I told Nadia about the mansion idea, she hugged me tight. "You've always been the golden child," she'd whispered. "Mom and Dad will finally see how much you love them." I believed her. Foolishly. The first crack appeared a month later. My parents stopped answering my calls. My emails bounced back. When I finally reached them, my mother's voice was different, guarded. "Your sister's helping us settle in, don't worry." But I could hear her hesitation, like someone was listening in. Then came the property documents. I'd sent them under my name, but a routine verification notice mentioned Rafiq's signature on the deed. That's when I knew. I didn't react, not outwardly. Emotion is a currency I no longer spend. Instead, I started pulling threads, quiet, patient threads. The bank records, the lawyer's revisions, the timing of the transfer. Every piece pointed to the same truth. They'd staged everything. Nadia convinced my parents to let her manage the paperwork. Rafiq used his real estate contacts to finalize the sale. And somewhere between my trust and their greed, my gift became their possession. But here's the thing about betrayal. It only works if you never expect the betrayed to play back. I began with silence, weeks of it. No calls, no confrontation, just stillness. Enough for them to believe I'd accepted it. Meanwhile, I rewired every access point, financial, legal, digital. The mansion wasn't fully paid off. I'd left a strategic clause in the contract, a deferred payment that could only activate if I confirmed ownership. So technically, they were living in a house that didn't belong to anyone, yet. Not until I pressed a single key. And now, standing in that living room, I finally did. I opened my phone. The transfer app blinked. One confirmation later, the title reverted to me. The mansion's ownership under Rafiq's name, void. "Get out?" I repeated his words slowly. My voice was calm, too calm. "That's a good idea. You first." He frowned, stepping forward. "You can't—" I showed him the screen. The ownership certificate refreshed with my name. His jaw locked. My sister's laughter choked mid-breath. "You forged documents?" I said, almost softly. "That's a federal offense. The authorities will be here soon. I already sent the report." He looked at Nadia. She went pale. My mother covered her mouth, eyes wet. My father finally exhaled, a trembling sound, half relief, half disbelief. Rafiq tried to bluster. "You can't prove—" "Oh, I can," I interrupted. "Every signature, every deposit, every keystroke, I recorded them all. You used my money to steal from my parents. You used their trust to steal from me." I stepped closer. "You didn't just take a house. You tried to take their dignity." He backed away. The police arrived 40 minutes later. By then, the sea had darkened to steel, and Nadia was sitting on the steps, shaking. My father stood beside me, a quiet tower of sorrow and pride. My mother gripped my hand like she'd never let go again. As the officers escorted Rafik out, he looked back, eyes burning. "You'll regret this," he hissed. I almost smiled. I already did. Once. That night, my parents sat by the balcony, watching the tide swallow the horizon. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. Sometimes, silence is the language of healing. Nadia left town the next day. She didn't look back. Maybe one day she'll understand that betrayal isn't an inheritance, it's a choice. I spent the next week restoring the house, repainting the walls, resetting the locks. Every door clicked differently now, tighter, more secure. And as I stood on the balcony one last time, the ocean wind on my face, I realized something simple. Revenge isn't rage. It's clarity. I didn't destroy them. I just removed their illusion. They thought they could replace me. But he found out who took his place. And it wasn't him.